What's up? It's Brett Michael Curry here, and today I just decided to do a video. I asked on Snapchat, I asked if there's anything you guys want to watch on my YouTube, if there's anything you guys who watch my YouTube want to see, swipe up and message me. So again, if you want to see anything, the best way to do that is to DM me through Instagram, Twitter, or Snapchat. All of that will be down in the description box below. I took some screenshots just of what some people asked me, so I'm going to go through those today. First one, and not all of these are questions, these are just kind of suggestions. So, buddy of mine asked, make a video where you do a quick arm day, then get trashed on the beach. If I ever have a weekend off, I'll definitely do that. The next one, maybe you should do a series on form. I would, however, I'm not trained to do, train people on form or anything like that. However, if there is someone you want to see who has done a form series, it's Jeff Nippard. I'll leave his link in the description box below. Very scientific, very huge on form, very well known in the fitness industry. He does it for men and women, basically. So if you want to check that out, I would say go to his channel. Another one of my buddies asked me, CrossFit spoof. I don't even know if I know how to do CrossFit correctly, but I'll try. I'll definitely try that out. That sounds like something fun to do. I want to see you doing dares in public places. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do that. Just for the sheer fact that that's just such a, in my opinion, that's such, you see so many people do that on YouTube already that it's kind of just boring. At least to me at this point, like, so many people do pranks, and I'm not creative enough to do those kind of pranks. Because some people, I forget, like, there's one channel I watch, and they're hilarious. But they're like very intricate with their pranks and stuff like that. So they're funny, but there's other people that do it, and it's like you're just copying what other people do, and it's getting kind of boring. So no, I'm not going to do any pranks in public places unless if I'm just screwing around with my buddies or something like that. Another one of my friends, Jerry Opperman, actually, I've been on a couple of his videos. I'll leave his link in the description box down below as well. I'll also leave all of his social media just for the sheer fact that I've been on his videos and stuff. And hopefully he'll be on one of mine soon. He said, I want to see you do a massive cheat meal or donut challenge. I do want to do that. Really want to do the donut challenge especially. I'd love to do the 10,000 calorie challenge. Just with how much I've been working and doing stuff recently, I really need to, plan that out a good amount of time ahead. Next couple actually, because this is all asked by one person, a good friend of mine I grew up with. First thing he asked is grip strength improvements or arm wrestle secrets. Fun fact about me and this kid, we used to arm wrestle all the time in high school, and we were just dead even. Like, we would always be like that. Every once in a while I would win, then a few days later he would end up winning, but we were always just like equal. So that's why he's asking that, which I think is awesome. So grip strength improvements, one thing you can do is honestly doing grip strength workouts, which I know sounds weird, but for instance, literally like taking two 10-pound plates, real thin, putting them together and just holding it there. That's going to cause not your hand to extend and it'll become more outward, but it's also going to contract all of your muscles here when you're gripping it and tightening it. The farther you go out, the harder it's going to be, so that's going to improve your grip strength, as well as lifting heavy weights and not using chalks or straps. Arm wrestling secrets, I really don't have none. I really don't have any. I would say watch Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone. Best way to do it. I know one thing for sure, and I know I do this, and people give me shit for doing it all the time, is when I arm wrestle people, I curve my wrist. Apparently you're not supposed to do that, but it gives me an edge to win. Also, I commonly pull them more toward me. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, or if you're just supposed to do that. That's more like your rotator cuff. That's why you see so many people break their arms when they arm wrestle. But I feel as I'm strongest if I curve my wrist and start pulling inward. To do that, I have kind of strong biceps. Steroid myths. Steroid myth, I really only have one, I have two. So one, we all know that steroids make your testicles smaller and gonads of the women as well. I covered that in our last video. It does not shrink your penis. Literally, people go around saying it's going to shrink your penis. Steroids do not do that. Shrinks the testes, not the penis. Another one is that it's the magic cure, or not the cure, the magic pill or whatever. It makes you huge automatically. It does not. It will, even if you don't work out as much, you will put on some muscle. But if you're not doing what you need to do, like I said in my steroids video, putting everything at 110%, you're not going to make nearly as many gains as you should be on steroids. Actually, a third myth too. It magically grows muscle. No, that's the whole point. The whole point of steroids is to increase recovery time. So you recover much faster, so you can train longer and stuff like that. That's why people grow muscle so quickly and gain so much size, because they're able to train longer, harder, and more frequently. Polygamy sideways. I don't even know what that means. Honestly, bud. What? Polygamy let's look that up. We're going to look this up here. Well, let's look up polygamy. Polygamy. The practice of having more than one wife or husband at the same time. Why did I not know that? We just covered that when I was taking sociology. Polygamy sideways? Look up sideways. Side effects. Side effects came up, gosh. Polygamy is illegal in the United States. In all 50 states, but not federally. Okay, so that's what came up when I looked at polygamy sideways. So, I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that. Drunken sperm. I covered that in Snapchat, actually, when I was in Anatomy and Physiology 2. I just learned it. So, when you drink, due to like how the alcohol runs throughout your body, your sperm also do get drunk. So your sperm they are affected by the alcohol. I wouldn't say like, oh, your sperm's drunk or your sperm's intoxicated, but yes, your sperm does have alcohol in it. Therefore, I don't know if it makes it harder to reproduce when you're drinking or what. Yeah, like I literally made the joke that like, if I remember the Snapchat correctly, I wish I would have saved it because I just would have put it right here. Basically, I said something like, so imagine that you're drinking and you get lucky and you you have sex with a woman or something, because I'm a guy, so I'm thinking about having sex with girls and I'm straight. You have sex with a girl and you finish inside her, and all these sperms are just like, oh god, and they're running into the vaginal wall, and they're missing everything, and they're going in wrong directions and shit. And then of course your pullout game's weak, not mine, yours, because you're drunk. And one little sperm that's just gets lucky, it's super drunk, and it gets lucky, and it reaches the egg, and that sperm is you. That's how the joke kind of went. I can't remember it exactly off the top of my head, but it went something like that. Next one. Is achieving a 10-pack possible? Depends. I believe it might be, but you have to have the genetics for it, and you have to have the correct muscle insertions for it. You can't just work your abs a certain way, and then they change to look like Greg Plitt. It's literally how your muscles insert into your body. You can't help it. I mean, if you even closely look at Arnold, he didn't have like a true six-pack. He had like a 4-pack kind of six-pack, but mainly 4. There are things you can do to help bring out your abs more, such as exercises and dieting. But in reality, how your muscles insert is going to dictate what your abs look like. What should I do to focus on my lower abs in the program? Literally, lower ab movements. So like laying on your back, doing leg kicks, bicycles, stuff like that. Reverse crunches, which is when you're laying on your back, instead of coming forward like this, you keep your shoulder blades back and you actually rotate your hips upward toward you. Another big thing is hanging leg raises. But when you're doing those movements, remember to focus on your lower ab contracting. A lot of people just lift their legs up. That's doing close to nothing for your lower abs. You want to literally tilt your hip, your pelvis. You want to tilt it toward your upper body, and that's going to contract those lower abs way better. And actually, that's when you're doing the movement correctly. Does sex give me abs? I would say no. Of course, sex is a type of exercise. It's more along the lines of cardio exercise. So I wouldn't say it gives you abs because you're not really doing ab movements, but I would say it might help depending on the position you're having sex in and how much work you're doing. How many calories do I need to burn How many calories do I burn every time I masturbate? This is why I love this kid. I don't even know. So obviously, depending on how long the session is and how long the schlong is, It's going to depend on how many calories you burn. But I don't know actually how many calories you burn when you ejaculate. So let's look that up. It's so weird to type into Google. My FBI agent's probably like, what the fuck is this kid looking up? Calories burned when jack. This is specifically for men. Because I've actually heard I've heard 100, I've heard 70. How many calories are in semen? Jesus Christ, the internet. Again, FBI agents probably like, what are you looking at, dude? Okay, so this is with sex. Men burn 101 calories during 25 minutes of sex, and women only burn 69 calories. So it's about 3.6 calories per minute for women. Yeah. I know actually kissing does burn calories because of like the heat of the moment and stuff like that. And like I said, from what I've heard in the past, it's 100 calories or 70 to 100 calories when ejaculating. Masturbating, again, it depends on how long the session is, and also probably also depends on how long the penis is. God, that's an interesting question to answer. I love it. How many beers do I need to regain that calories? Actually, and a lot of people get this wrong. First of all, beer has carbs in it, so you have to account for those calories. So if you want to, have a beer and it has 4 carbs in it, let's just say 4 carbs in it, 4 grams of carbs. A gram of carbs is 4 calories, so a total is 16 calories. Alcohol, for every gram or milliliter of alcohol in a beverage, it's 7 calories. So actually, alcohol does have calories. It doesn't make you lose calories, it has calories. So if you do want to drink but stay true to your diet, you actually have to account for those extra calories. And there's ways to do that. I know Christian Guzman actually does a couple videos on how he goes about that. So look him up. I guess I'll leave his link in the description box below. I'm shouting out a lot of already famous people, so that's great. There's some more, he asked. The major exercises for the 2 diverse things, muscle gain and muscle growth. It's not the exercises that matter. You could gain muscle doing light reps and light weight. You could gain muscle doing heavy, and you could lose weight doing heavy reps with heavy weights, low reps. You know what I'm talking about. It depends on your caloric deficit. If you're in a surplus, or it depends on your caloric intake, I should say. If you're in a surplus, you're going to gain weight. If you're in a deficit, you're going to lose weight. That's just how that goes. You can do basically any exercises, but if your calories match up to either losing weight or gaining weight, that's what's going to happen. Oh, and also fat loss. Fat loss is mainly, again, diet and also cardio. I think lifting with lighter weight, doing more reps, and also shortening your time, which is cardio because you're building your muscle endurance, that's going to help lose fat as well. Which is more important, working out or your consumption/dieting? Dieting. No doubt in my mind. Dieting is way more important. Just because if you're trying to lose weight especially, like you cannot work out, cut your calories, and lose weight. Now, are you going to look at what you want to look like? Probably not. But you are going to lose weight. If you're trying to gain weight and you don't work out, but you're eating in a caloric intake or a caloric surplus, you're going to gain weight. This is how it works. So dieting is most important. Also, if you want to look good, you got to eat good. So dieting, 100%, I think is more important. Moves on to a different friend of mine now. How about when you feel like you hit a plateau? If you feel like you're hitting a plateau, 2 things might be happening. One, you might be overreaching, which is what happens before overtraining. A lot of people say overtraining doesn't exist. These are the guys that are on steroids. Yes, it does. For people who are natural, who are reaching closer to their genetic limit, or they're 2 years in and all of a sudden everything's flattening out, you're probably overreaching. So what you want to do is you either want to stop working out for like a couple days to a week, or you want to just lower everything for a week. You want to have your body rest. You want to drop the sets, you want to drop the reps, and you want to drop the weight. You just want to have more like relaxed, just small lifting session, and that can re-energize your body, be able to stop hitting that plateau. If it's not that, then it might just be because you've been doing the same thing for so long. Your body naturally adapts to things. Your body wants to stay in a constant mode of homeostasis, which that means it wants to stay the same all the time. That's why your body temperature, you sweat when you're too hot, you shiver when you're cold. It wants to keep everything at the same level. So your muscle actually has memory to it. You see this a lot. People will stop working out for a while, start working out. They'll regain their strength like 10 times quicker than they did when they first started lifting. It goes for cardio as well. This also applies to when you're doing the same exercises all the time. Your body eventually is like, oh, I know I'm going to be doing this today. I know I'm going to be doing this today. So you just kind of, your body is already expecting it, so you stop increasing. That's when you want to switch up your workout and cause what most people call muscle confusion, which then is just when your body all of a sudden does like a 180 or something and has no idea what's going on. You're back to, getting super sore again and stuff like that. So it's one of those two things. Either you need to take a rest, take a break for a while, or just lower everything up, or you need to just switch up your workout. Now, I'm not saying dramatically, like you were doing heavy everything, and then now you're going to be focusing completely only on hypertrophy. I'm just saying, like, you might want to throw some hypertrophy in there, or switch up the sets and reps, or switch up the days you do things. Like if you're usually doing chest, back, arms, shoulders, legs, you might want to just start legs, arms, chest, back, shoulders. Like you just might want to just completely switch around so your body has no idea what's going on. That's the best way to do it. The last question I have is comparing low reps / high weight to high reps / low weight. Common ideology people have with that: if you're doing low reps with higher weight, you are toning or you are trying to be doing hypertrophy, and if you're doing low reps with high weight, you're lifting heavy, you're trying to build muscle. Either way, stronger muscle's a bigger muscle, and if you're new, no matter what you do in those situations, if you're like new to lifting, you're going to build muscle just because it's brand new and your body's never done it before. If you're a bit older and you've been doing this for a while, you're going to have to kind of switch off of those things sometimes, and like I said, constantly having that muscle confusion. But that's generally what people think, is that you're doing lower reps, higher weights, low reps, heavy weight, then you're doing your strength training, which is usually the case. For me, honestly, I can do that, but I don't build massive amount of muscle. I could get pretty strong, but I don't like suddenly start getting huger. And when you're doing a lot of reps but lighter weight, you're trying to tone up everything and stuff like that. You're just trying to really get defined, but that really also depends on your diet. Again, everything goes back to diet. So if you want to look more shredded, you have to have a better diet. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this. This actually went way longer than I expected, so sorry for the long video. If you'd like to follow me on my social media, it'll be in the description box down below, and I'll probably have it like right here or something. I don't know. Also, if you like this video, please like it. If you like the content I put out or you've seen other of my videos, please subscribe. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you are subscribed, click the notification button so you know every time that I post out a video, so you can just see it, watch it right away. Again, big shout out to everybody I mentioned: Jeff Nippard, Christian Guzman, my buddy Jerry Opperman. Thank you guys for participating in that questionnaire. I know it took a while to come out, but I just appreciate it. This is the kind of stuff I want to do, and see what you guys want to see, and then if I can or want to do it, I will. So yeah, appreciate it, guys, and hope all you have a good day.